The NFL offseason is in full swing, which means, well, draft debates, including Bijan Robinson. Should the Bengals target the Texas running back if he's available in the first round? Get my answer and more right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. Hi again, everyone, and welcome in to CBT. I'm James Rapien of allbengals.com. And yes, you should hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and get ready because we have a ton of offseason stuff planned for you. We will be in Indianapolis for the Combine next week where, well, Zach Taylor's going to talk. You'll see his news conference from Indianapolis. We'll post Duke Tobin, all of the coordinators for the Bengals, and any insights we have from Indy as well. And when it's Combine time, it also means, well, the draft debates begin. And one of the big draft debates has been, man, should the Bengals draft Bijan Robinson, the clear-cut number one running back in this class by really all evaluators, but I'll say most evaluators just in case someone else out there has, the kid from Alabama or one of these other running backs. But should the Bengals consider Robinson at 28 overall? And there's a loud majority that say, hell no, no way. There's no way they should consider it. And I'll just be quite frank with you. The Bengals haven't dismissed this. This is not something that they've X'd out and said that they're not going to do at this stage in the game. Heck, it is February. The draft still over 2 months away. So Robinson is in play, as are many, many, many scenarios for the 28th pick. But you came here for my opinion, and I understand that. That's what you get with Cincinnati Bengals Talk. And the Bengals should absolutely consider Bijan Robinson if he's there with the 28th overall pick. Because if he's there and he falls to 28, that likely means he's the best player available. And I get it. If they have a tackle on their board that's 21st overall and Robinson was 20th overall, maybe you prioritize the offensive tackle. But the likelihood of that being the case is pretty small at this stage because really you read up about Robinson, 21 years old, really high-end talent, elusive, breaks tackles, has the size you want, 220 pounds, 6 foot tall, great vision, great pass blocker, is able to have enough wiggle in the hole to, guess what, make people miss and make defenders miss. And, I said that, great pass protector, great pass catcher, has that breakaway long speed. He's a game-changing player. So if it's game-changing player at 28, even if he is a running back, game-changing player at 28 that makes a big impact and can play 3 downs and can take this offense to another level versus, and by the way, who would probably be in the top 15 on the Bengals board. Maybe he's higher. We'll see. But if it's that versus the 30th overall player on the Bengals board at the 28th pick, what do you pick? Let's say Robinson's 14th. 14th player on their board, 30th player on their board, offensive tackle, Robinson. I'm taking Robinson. That's what I'm doing. I would take Robinson, and I think some people try to outthink the room. This is something that I'm going to say a lot during the draft season, and if you've subscribed to this channel for the past year plus that we've been doing this, heck, essentially 2 years. We can say 2 years. Our 2-year anniversary is coming up. Draft players, not positions. If you love Bijan Robinson, the player, and he's the number one player on your board, and you have him ranked well above all of these other needs, well, then take him. No problem with that. Because one, there's 6 other rounds. You have 7 total draft picks. That's why in free agency, and that's why we did the needs video on Wednesday, which you should check out. That's why you do what? Try to address tackle in free agency. You do that, and it alleviates the pressure to take a tackle at 28. If the right one's there, go for it. I'm not saying don't do it. But the scenario where Bijan Robinson is the player available at 28, guess what that means? That a lot of other players went off the board because of positional value or because, man, teams just don't want to take a running back that high. And the Bengals, they don't have a game-changing running back right now. They have good players. Joe Mixon is a good player. And I don't know what's going to happen with his future. We've done a couple of videos on that. I think Samaje Perine, they could re-sign him. And they could certainly find a running back later in the draft, no doubt. But if Bijan Robinson is their 12th ranked player or 14th ranked player, and clearly the best player on their board, and he might be in their top 10, by the way. I might be selling him short with 14th or 12th. And he's there at 28. I absolutely am on board with taking him. And some people try to outthink the room. Oh, well, he's a running back. And, well, you don't think Joe Burrow would love a 3-down running back that can pass block and pass protect with the best of them, hit home runs on the ground and through the air? What's not to like? I think that this Bengals rushing attack needs to be more explosive. It was something the Bengals wanted to do this past offseason. Going into the 2022 campaign, that did not work. Maybe Robinson is exactly what they need. That does not mean that you ignore the offensive line. But if he's there at 28, I'm certainly open and probably on board with taking him. Of course, it depends who's available, but I'd probably be on board. For more, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and buckle up because we have a ton coming your way on the draft. And we've already had a ton, whether it's Joe Goodberry's Bengals on the Brain show every Tuesday night or my needs video that I posted on Wednesday, this video. Heck, our free agency previews continue as well. So if you're looking for Bengals coverage, you've come to the right place. For our channel coordinator, Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Rapien, signing off for now on CBT, Cincinnati Bengals Talk.